Me, 26M, my GF, 26F, cheated on me with a friend, 27M, and have left me for him. They both want me to remain friendly with them, so does all my other friends. So I am in hell. People I thought I knew since elementary have decided that my GF and my friend cheating on me is just fine. They were just more compatible and you will find someone. Don't worry, they say. They still want to include me socially when we all go out, but I have to watch my ex-GF and my friend be a couple and think I will get over it easily, but it's become torture for me, and I have pulled away from them. I woke up this morning hating them all and never felt so alone and pathetic in my life. These are not just casual acquaintances but people I have known since I was a kid, people who I am close to, or so I thought they all knew as well. I just feel ridiculed and don't want to hang out with them anymore. I feel like I wanna throw up. I was never the hookup type. I look okay, but I am not like my friends who hook up and for them sex is no big deal. I honestly feel like I am on a collision course with my entire social circle and just wanna cut them all out of my life. Sorry for rambling. I have no idea if I am overreacting or even what to do anymore, so anybody else have a similar situation? Relevant comments. Belf17 commented, "Mate, you already know what you need to do to be happy again. They are a source of pain, anxiety, etc. Cut them all off and never look back. This chapter of your life is over, focus on the next." Cayman, Nebraska commented, "Sometimes, as we age, we learn that we've outgrown those we've known for a long time. Sounds like you're at that stage now that all your childhood friends have revealed themselves to be garbage. Join a club or hobby group for something you enjoy, and forget about these people. Ghost them if you can." Big PZ commented, "Yeah, they don't want any consequences for their actions. And they want you to make that happen for them." Don't Be That Guy Me Guy commented, "Their reactions make me think they knew about the cheating before you did. And it sounds like they supported it, which is super fucked up. Not everyone is meant to last forever. They chose your cheating friends over you, and I'm sure they'll regret it when they're the ones being stabbed in the back." Taking Pics 71 commented, "First, they are not your friends. Friendship is based on honesty, loyalty, and support. Your girl and the male friend have shown you they lack those qualities. People will say turn the cheek, learn from mistakes, don't do it, life is too short. Remove the people in your life who betray you. It will hurt in the beginning, but you will come out of it stronger and better. I am speaking from experience and from the knowledge of 4 years of group therapy with people who had the same issues. Everyone wants you to remain their friend cause it's what is easiest. Life isn't easy, it's about hard choices and being strong." There are some updates in the comments. Update 1. Avina Landon asked the OP, "Do all your friends know that your GF cheated on you with this guy? Would they condone cheating? Would they be okay if their partner did the same? Would it be okay if you hook up with one of their partners? I think your friends are full of crap. I think your GF is full of crap and you need new friends and a new girlfriend. You need to drop these people like a hot rock." OP responded, "Yes, they know she cheated and the guy is not some random but one that was part of our social group and who I had known since I was a kid. I sent another friend in our group a message and told him that they were all finished with me and wanted nothing more to do with my ex, him or the rest of the group for that matter. You guys humiliated me and expected me to be okay with it. Sorry, I can't do it, and as far as I am concerned, you are all finished with me. My phone has been blowing up for the past hour with everyone calling me including my ex. I refuse to pick up. I deleted them all of my FB and just put the phone to silent, and will go to work tomorrow as usual." Final update 2. Kayadagamunda Skordulgadi asked the OP, "Do you mind me asking how long the two of you were together and also how long ago the breakup was? I'm just trying to understand how your friends could be this callous. How big a circle of friends are we talking about?" OP responded, "We started dating when we were 18, but we have known each other way longer than that. The breakup was 3 weeks ago, but they did not officially become a couple until about a week ago. They have been texting me all day after I told them I wanted them out of my life and said I can't stand being around them anymore. As I wrote in my post, sex was never a big deal for them. I knew a few of them slept around, but it never bothered me. It was none of my business, really. But I think they just saw this as oh I will be fine and that I would understand because they must have assumed I was on board with their lifestyle. Which is the sense I have gotten from reading some of their texts and asking me please talk to them. I don't think they expected me to react this way, but honestly, it's for the best, and maybe it's time to move on and find new people to be around. Am I wrong for going on a date with my mother's friend? My mom is in her 50s, I'm 35, and Clara is 43, for context. My mom helps run a few clubs for her church at the community center. One of those is a hobby club where they try all sorts of crafts and activities. Clara joined the club around a year ago, and a few months back, my mom and Clara got close, so she started inviting Clara over to hang out at her house a lot. I met Clara when Mom invited her to dinner, and I was over that night, too. After a while, whenever Mom and I would plan to hang out, Clara was always included, and I suspect this was intentional by my mom trying to play matchmaker. Well, it worked, and a week ago, Clara asked me out. I asked my mom if that would be awkward for her, and she laughed and told me she thought I should do it. So Clara and I made plans for a date. The plan is to go out in a couple of days. Thing is, I mentioned this to some of my friends and their partners, and they all seem to think this is weird of me to date someone who is a friend of my mom. Everyone I've spoken to about this other than my sister and mom are creeped out by me dating Clara, and I cannot understand why. I just get vague "you're being weird" creepy or ick when asked why it's wrong when even my mother approves. Am I missing something here? Arps comments. Commenter, you are missing that. No matter what you do, judgmental people will judge you for it. Go have fun on your date. OP, you're right. People will judge over anything. I'm just surprised my friends are all against this and I can't get a clear answer as to why out of them. Commenter, absolutely not wrong. You're two adults. What's weird or wrong about it? Parents have been playing matchmaker since time began. It's lovely that your mom introduced you. OP, yeah, my mom loves being a matchmaker. She introduced my sister to my brother-in-law and they are perfect for each other. Commenter, I don't necessarily think it's wrong, but think about this. If things don't work out between you and Clara, be it after a date or two or even a messy breakup after a long-term relationship, how would this affect your relationship with your mom? Was she the type of person who would hold a grudge? Choose her friend over you? Try and convince you to stay together? Also, if Clara and your mom are good friends, how would you feel about Clara sharing details about you and intimacy with your mom? I'm not saying this would happen, but it's a possibility. OP, the potential issues with a breakup and her being mom's friend were why I was hesitant, but my mom and I spoke about it, and she assured me she wasn't worried and thinks that even if it doesn't work out between Clara and me, everything will be fine. My mom would shut down any attempt at mentioning intimacy with me. She walked in on me and a girlfriend in high school, and that memory haunts us both to this day. OP did come back with another post 3 days later. Finally found out why my friends don't want me going on my date tonight. Pretty annoyed. For context, I'm 35M, and my date is 43F. We met because she's in a hobby group with my mom, and she encouraged us to go out together. 2 of my friends and their girlfriends didn't approve when they found out. At first, it was because she was a few years older than me and because she's a friend of my mom's, but after pointing out that at our age, 8 years is not a big gap and my mom was supportive, they just called it weird and creepy to date her. Eventually, after everyone else I asked seemed confused about the problem like I was, they came clean and admitted they had been talking to my ex that left me a year ago and she had been missing me. My ex is friends with the 2 disapproving girlfriends, and they all have been planning to try and get us back together like some kind of trashy romance plot. My ex left me after we were together for a year because she just didn't feel right about our relationship. Hurt like hell at the time, but I've moved on. I've run into her a few times and been polite, but I have no interest in a relationship or even a friendship with her. She's not part of my life anymore, and I'm keeping it that way. My friends made me feel like I was crazy and weird for wanting to go on a date with a woman I get along with. We've hung out a lot in other settings, just not a date yet. Also, they could try and force my ex back into my life. Ex texted me this morning asking if we could meet up and talk, and I told her that I wasn't interested in anything she'd have to say and that I'd like to keep my distance from her. I'm also putting some distance between my 2 friends who were playing along with their girlfriend's stupid game. On the plus side, I'm looking forward to our date tonight. Dinner, drinks, and a walk through town to enjoy the nice weather we're getting. Some of OP's comments as he replied to commenters. Top commenter, trying to manipulate you into cancelling a date because they care more about the feelings of the girl that dumped you doesn't sound like something real friends would do. OP, yeah, I was pretty disappointed that they were willing to play along with all this. They aren't my closest friends, so I'm strongly considering just moving on from them completely. Commenter, nothing says cheat on me more than taking back an ex. OP, she wasn't a cheater. It just wasn't working out. Update the night of the date from the OP. I just got home. Did not expect this much support. Figured I'd let anyone finding this late or checking back in know. The date went very well. Haven't had a first date go that well, I think ever, TBH. The second date has already been planned. I'll be cooking dinner, and we'll be watching a few terrible movies we both share a love for. As for my crappy ex-friends, I've already told them we're done being friends. Luckily they are part of a separate social circle from my main group of friends, so it's a very easy breakup process there. Ex tried calling me. Went ahead and blocked her everywhere I could think of. Not letting those idiots ruin an otherwise amazing night. Thanks again for everyone's supportive words. I know I made the right call, but it's nice to be validated. YA no? Some of OP's comments. Commenter, in response to ARP's friends playing along, that's fucking weird, man. I would be pretty upset if my friends were conspiring with my ex to get me back with her and shitting on my chance to find something with someone else. This sounds like something a bunch of 20-year-olds would do. I can't imagine a world where any of my friends wouldn't just say, "Hey man, your ex has been talking about you a bunch, you think there's a chance? She's interested." This all sounds way immature and weirdly conspiratorial. I know Reddit is always, burn the bridge, divorce, leave, kill the dog or whatever, but I would really reconsider these friendships. It's one thing to try and put you two in the same room, still weird, but, alright, and another to make you feel bad and actively get you to not date a woman you're interested in. OP, you're right, it was absurd that they did all this instead of just letting me know she was interested. I would have said no still, but at least then it would be done and there wouldn't be any drama. Now they are my ex-friends and I think it's for the best. Commenter, break up with them. Listen. We can't really be together anymore. While I've valued your friendship over the years, I feel like your best interests don't align with me personally. It seems like you need something from our relationship when I've asked for nothing but the person you are. It upsets me that you would try to sabotage my happiness for something that makes you happy. It's time I move on so I grow as the person I want to be. I do wish you all the best, but I just don't see this working out. It's not me, it's you. OP, I decided to go with a more you guys are insane for this stupid sneaky rom-com bullshit. We aren't friends anymore. Lose my number approach. Another update from OP, 4 days later. Wow, this got a lot more attention than it deserved. Came back to hundreds of messages. People wanted to know about date 2. It went just as well as the first date, I'd say. I made chicken parm and she got me my favorite cider to drink. We watched Velocipasta because that movie is truly art at its finest. She's an incredible woman and now we're official, so I get to brag about my awesome girlfriend to anyone who will listen. She's confident, smart, funny, gorgeous, and she knows what she wants. She's very straightforward, which I appreciate. Obviously, it is way too early to tell what the future of this relationship looks like, but for now I'm happier than I've been in a very long time. Also, my mom is being smug as hell and teasing me relentlessly, but my GF is getting it even worse because mom and the girls from the hobby club are all ganging up on her. It's all in good fun. I just think they haven't had much new relationship gossip in a while. Her friends, and my 2 ex-friends seem to have accepted the breakup, and I don't expect them to show up knocking on my door demanding we hang out or anything like a few people suspected. With those friends out of my life, I'm no longer likely to even run into my ex, as I only ever saw her when hanging out with those particular friends. Might see her at the store, but even that's unlikely because I go at odd hours to do my shopping. That's it. No big fun drama. I'm happy, GF is happy, family and friends are happy. Life is good. Thank you for listening to me yap about my love life on the tail end of a post I wrote just to work off some steam.